Most people in the world do, I think, tend to wonder about you if you announce to them that you're a poet. Part of it is that all you have to do to say that is have a pen. Poets are sort of, are like the Rodney Dangerfield of, the arts. Like, I don't get no respect. If you look at the way poems are presented on YouTube, you'll see that people often don't think that poetry is enough. You'll have poems by Shakespeare with some Kenny G in the background. I don't want to sound like a snob, but if I hear a poem with music, I start to get angry, because the whole point is that the words are supposed to be in the foreground. My name is Joshua Mehigan, and I am a writer. I use meter and rhyme in my poems. Most poetry that's ever been written has had a beat. Iambic pentameter is the most popular meter in English. It's very natural. People think that it's not natural. It's constantly denigrated as artificial, overly artificial, but I hear it all day long. I hear it on the subway. I see it in signs. Area under video surveillance. Okay, that's a line of iambic pentameter. I heard a guy in Dunkin' Donuts say, I come, I do my work, I leave, that's it. That's a line of iambic pentameter. It's very natural to English. In about 2008, I lived in Gowanus, Brooklyn, and I would always have right in front of me a smokestack. And every day I saw the smoke, and I would sort of think about what the smoke looked like. The town had a smokestack. It had a church spire. The church was prettier, but the smokestack was higher. There was a lone ruined column, a single snuffed taper, a field gun fired at heaven, a tube making vapor. The smoke thinned the attention. Its aspect kept transforming. It could look like a cloud, or like mosquitoes swarming. In my own poetry, I try to stay away from just being kooky or just having, kind of far out, dreamy ideas. My poems are fairly plain spoken. They're not usually that difficult. I use rhyme a lot. It can make a poem musical in a way that might attract somebody who doesn't like poetry. People love Dr. Seuss, I mean, I'm not writing poems that are exactly like Dr. Seuss poems, but most people I know who are not poets, who haven't been through an MFA program, who have not studied the history of 20th century poetry criticism, prefer Dr. Seuss. Rabbit's Foot. Grandfather Rabbit and Grandfather Hare, forgive us, your forgetful progeny, who unleash dogs to shake you in their jaws, then sell your hacked-off hands as souvenirs. Forgive us. Our hearts, too, are very little, and race with blood as tenuous as our fate. We also tremble helplessly or flee. But with this relic of your ancient luck, so may we also often procreate and burrow always toward the mystery below, as our Grandfather Rabbit does. And may our naked children, as yours do, Grandfather Hare, drop always open-eyed onto the sunlit meadow of despair. I really want my poems to be read. I would like to reach, as wide an audience as possible without making my poems like TV. I had a couple of kids write to me, actually, who read a couple of my poems in high school classes and said that they liked them because they actually could understand what the hell I was talking about.